Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
Folks, welcome in. WWC, good to have you as always. I'm gonna do a Canyon Storm stream today. I'm on first time trying this and doing this, but I like to do it, so we'll see. I'm on, I say first time because it's on. I'm on Discord at the same time. Getting used to that whole. I love it, by the way. Being an alliance that's constantly on Discord for events and communication and stuff makes all your events so much easier. You used to do it back in the day. And 72, we had a bunch of Discord streams that we would do for communication and server. It just makes all the difference in the world. Everybody's operating and doing. You ever find yourself on a battlefield when you're fighting over here and you go, what are they doing? What's that person doing? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? I'm quite sure you have. So yeah, you just do that as much. Let me get my chat up here for you guys. Sorry, a little bit. Meadow, yes you are. Appreciate you. It's here. First is right. Woo! New Friday show. Well, not really Friday for me anyway. It's Thursday, but I told you probably won't be a Friday show. Due to the I will probably be doing DS on the road on my way to a Valentine's pickleball tournament. So I doubt I will be there. Before Canyon Storm starts, a couple notices about our enormous effort going on within the WWC to get like improvements that we want. So I took it to the actual Last Word Discord. So for all you WWC out there, if you want to comment, I put it in the discussion. I put our little poster in here for a conversation. So by all means, go out there, point to it, say whatever you want, bring attention to it. Would be appreciated for the community. And then also I put it in the, what is it? What do they have? The updates or something around here? I don't know. Oh, is it update? No. Something. Discussion. There's something else somewhere. Input. I think it's input or suggestion. So it's in the suggestion link, so they have it right here officially. Where was that thing though that I saw was hilarious? It was somewhere this co-creation program. You guys are gonna love this. You're gonna love this. So in the co-creation program, you can look to see what they're currently working on, right? So they listened to everybody. You could just imagine they listened to everybody and took in all the suggestions of what you want. So what did they pick out of all the things that you could have possibly wanted? What did they pick for improvements? Well, here's their January improvement list. So let's look. Optimizations related to the secret mobile squad. Well, that was important to you. Improvements to the fireworks feature. Finally, finally, you guys have been asking for it, and they finally improved the fireworks. Oh, how exciting! How exciting! They added the ability to view reaction record details in chat. Well, that's amazing. Player information in the gift display interface is now hidden by default. My God, they finally listened to you. That you didn't want to see by default. You wanted to hide that information, and they finally do that now. Just so you know, what awesome. Increase the custom group chat member to 40. And lastly, all gifts now support custom messages. So look at that. Now when you want to run out and spend $50, you get to type in whatever you want. So these were the improvements that they listened to you for the co-creator program. This is what they picked for items for January. My God, people, do we need to get out there and spread the word? You talked about what you wanted. Now's the time to get out there and actually say it. So I saw that today. I was like, holy shit. These are the 9 co-creator items that they picked. Yeah, just wild. So by all means, go out there and see it for yourself. All the things, because I think they have December listed and some other ones. It's absolutely wild. But anyway, that's the effort to kind of take the next steps of getting that out to everybody. I think there's, like 300,000 or 400,000 people on that Discord. So it's the next stab to continue to do it. I think Bun Bun on her Discord said she was hitting up 7-Eleven to put out the flyers this weekend. So we have that for her. I told her I was going to work on church bulletins. So just trying to get them out there, get it in front of everybody. Can't stop, won't stop, people. Can't stop, won't stop. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. All right, let's get into Canyon. All right, a little helicopter action. Let me actually, where are we going to go today, people? We're going to go to, okay, got it. We'll go on here. All right. Ready to roll. We are facing CKHNW. Oh, WF Wolf. No, Wolf. No, Wolf a lot. Like they're actually fantastic. They're a lot of fun. They fight a ton. Let's see if I recognize anybody. Loki. Yep, recognize Loki. Anybody else? Nah. Hyper get it. Hyper get. Recognize. Some of these folks. But anyway, they're good good little fighting squad right here. So that's good. And CKH, I just not to insult CKH, I just don't know. Not familiar with them. Let's see. I don't know how high these power is, by the way. Oh, 464. 445. Oh, it's time. So 2. Is this? No. All right, here we go, folks. All right. Rolling early. Oh. Oh, don't you hate that? Just leave like 100 points? Come on. See if my tank squad. Oh, my tank squad's actually working tonight, huh? Oof. How about that? How about them apples? My tank squad's almost usable, guys. Amazing. If I can get that thing usable, that would be phenomenal. Oh. Can I move that? Oh. Oh, good. Two of you. Two. You think we're gonna try the tank squad? I think we'll try the tank squad. Got nothing to lose. Got nothing to lose. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. Is tank squad gonna be powerful enough, or am I gonna burn? Nope. Boy, that tank squad never fails to let me down. Just when you think there might be usable. Let me give it another shot. Give that tank squad another shot. Give that tank squad another shot. Did it work? That time it worked. Just never know. Up. Just love the 100. Love when the 100 is left. Oh, not enough for my tank squad. Boy, that tank squad, man. Someday, guys. Someday. Kill a bee! No, no, no. You can't do that. Trying to sneak up on me. How dare you? How dare you? They're catching up. They took the lead. Yeah. A long match. Long match. Oh, did I not use my thing? I'm running out of time now, guys. Nope. I drew pretty strong though. 408. Be a decent march size. She sent that gorilla. I wish I had my one. Just wait for that one to come out. Yep, like that. Go ahead, send that one out again. I dare you. Send that one out again. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Better send that. You better send that too. No, no, no. Built too strong. Built too strong, spring day. Oh, but you are not built strong enough. That's right. Oh, you got me that time, huh? How many am I getting on this? They took their one out and I'm not clearing? How many am I getting? Really? I gotta check how strong they are. That's crazy. Oh, they switched to tank. Good. Oh, don't make me jelly. So jealous. You switched to tank. Good job. Good job, spring day. Good build. Jealous of these tank people. Yeah, Sammy, I'm stationed. It's we're in a stationed organization. There's other people that go around and get the points. Did he? Oh, he took the tank. He took the tank out. I see what you did there. Now I gotcha. Now I gotcha. Tried to be slick. Tried to be slick. And now let's see if I can get you with the air. Oh, almost. Almost there's spring day. I got a lot of points. Let's see if this spring day can clear me if I take my one out. We got to make up too many points. Well, that's the end of that. Too bad. Good job, though. Told you that Wolf's a tough team. They're good. They're good fighters. Yeah. See, I thought that number. I thought he would be able to take my with my one out. Might be able to get me, but not with my one in. I hate the word defeat. Tough. It's tough. Tough loss. Tough loss. But hey, listen. Good old Peanut. You know, you give up the old college try, they say. Yeah, Sammy. No, I don't. I'm not wasting diamonds in the war. I put my diamonds towards my VIP. So I don't have the diamonds. I don't like wasting diamonds moving around. Very rarely will I ever use diamonds like in an event. Like I really gotta want to win or be really close or like it. I don't know. It's very rare. I don't like to diamond around and just waste them. Like I said, I use them for VIPs and teleports. I mean, teleports just cost so much. It's amazing how many diamonds you can save when you're not doing meteorite. And you're not taking like a ton of teleports. Because anybody out there that knows, if you know, you know. Like when it comes to meteorite, it chews up your diamonds. I'm sure you all know out there. But yeah, good game. I fought that Wolf 119 many a times when we were in 71. Had some good kill event. That's a good server, by the way, to go against kill event. If I had gone against them, odds are it would have been a great grade when we were grading the kill event servers. Oh my god. I mean, anytime I've gone against Wolf, it's been incredibly active and very, very fun. Very fun. So, yeah, that would have been a good one to have before we grade. But either way, it was it's good. Get the rewards. Give me the rewards. That's what we want for tonight. Let's see what we get, guys. Here we go. See, now even in a loss, you still get you get a purple chest, purple deco, first of all. I mean, come on. You know how much I need that. 18K. I mean, 18K honor points even in a loss, folks. So, yeah, and I also got 2,000 for the one that the team was in earlier. And I didn't even participate in that, and I got 2,000 honor points. So that was now 20,000 honor points on the day for Canyon and for both Canyons for not even being in the first one. So, and the speed ups are building after season 5. Speed ups are now building. I'm not really using speed ups. If you watch there, I don't use any speed ups. I try not to use the speed. I shouldn't say never. I try not to use the speed ups in events. Sometimes Desert Storm does tend to use a couple. I might use a couple speed up days myself to refresh a couple troops, like maybe 10,000 here or there if I'm down and you know the team needs us to stay in it. So sometimes that tends to be. But no, I mean, the days are starting to build back up. I was at 0 when I left the season. We're at 116 right now. Had 100. I think somebody on the team told me they were 160. So yeah, I mean, the season 5, the days are starting to come back. I'm hoping to continue to collect. I'll tell you, a safe number, at least a good number, going into season 5 would have been 400 days. That would have been a good number. Like, honestly, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. It's probably light, but 400 universal days would have been a good number going into season 5. So just like continuously keep that in mind. If you're a fighter and you want to fight and you want to continuously participate in the battles in the season, you're going to have to refresh your drill grounds. I'm not even talking about hospital use. Your alliance should be healing your hospital in batches. I'm just talking about universal days. You really should be around 400 of just collecting over and over and over of those days. Otherwise, it's just you're going to run out real quick, or you're not going to have troops. One or the other. It's just, because you're continuously fighting. So I would easily say I went through over that in that, and I was not prepared going into the season. I thought I was prepared. I think looking back on season 5, I thought I was prepared. I think I had maybe 200 days or something going into the season, somewhere around that. And I was like, oh yeah, we're good. I'm good. No. And it's funny because I preached before going to the season. I'm like, save your days. Save your days. We're going to fight a lot. Save your days. And man, I tell you, got to practice what you preach, because I did not have enough days. I needed to be double that easily, by the way. It wasn't even close. Like, I probably could have used 500, 600. The first 2 weeks are just killing zombies. No big deal. Just let the stronger people in your alliance kill the zombies and help you. Don't try to kill them on your own. That would be the best way to do that, so you don't lose the troops early on, and especially season 5. But once the battles start in season 5, oh yeah, if you want to participate in your battle, especially if you were like us, where everybody on Earth was attacking us, and it's a blast. That's why I said, my favorite season, based on the amount of fighting we did. But yeah, you don't need those amount of days. If you're going to do handshakes and deals and not fight, you don't worry about it then. You'll be just fine. You'll probably only need like 100 days. You're not going to fight. Or you're going to fight when you want, one or the other. Not really fun, by the way. It's funny because if you flip the coin on the other side, and I've gotten more rewards, but I got them that way, I would not have liked that season. I would have actually rated that season much lower than the experience gave me. So I totally get it from the flip side of this, of how people don't like season 5 for numerous reasons. One of them being that their team just negotiated and they didn't even get the fight. Some being that they were tagged up on and they didn't like it. There's many different reasons why. And listen, it takes all kinds. You got to take everybody's opinion into account and figure out, and that's how you kind of make those changes based on everybody's opinion, not just one person, which is unfortunately what we're doing right now in the game with some of these upgrades. Valentine's Day, by the way, this is getting to be incredibly humbling once again. Like, you guys have got me from all of these. It's just repetitive. I'm going to say this again. I'm not going to be on long tonight, so I'm going to say this again. I really am trying to return every piece of chocolate that I get. I mean, I went through I collected all of it. I don't know, I must have run, it felt like 50 rallies today to get the stamina used to get as many of these as I can, and I got caught up. I used all of them to get all the chocolate I could. And I just can't keep up with giving out the chocolate, with all the chocolate that's coming in. And it makes me feel bad, because I like save. You could see here, like in the chat, some folks, I have 14 messages right now, and all of this is just saved. Like, if I haven't gotten to you, I'm not going to check your message. Some of the messages are all the way back here sometimes, and I don't open them unless I can return the chocolate. So I'm trying to keep track of who sends chocolate. And some of you send me like 10 pieces of chocolate. And listen, I incredibly appreciate it. I just want to clear the air. I can't return 10 pieces of chocolate because I don't have enough to return one piece to everybody. So it's like, it's like a chocolate strategy going on over here. I'm trying to figure out how to maintain all my chocolates so I can give it out to everybody. But so just want to be fair, like, I'm not being a jerk. I'm trying my best to return every single piece of chocolate. And if I can't give chocolate to you, I will give you a gift back of some kind. Okay, so that is my promise to you, because I don't know. I just appreciate it, and I feel I'm not going to just accept and click on the chocolate and not take into account who sent it to me. So I don't know. You did. You got a chocolate. I'm sure you got a couple chocolates, Woo, because I think you gave me a couple chocolates. I told you, you're firsthand. I do my best to return a chocolate. What's the L4P strategy? What's that? What is that, Gus? You're gonna make me. By the way, Gus just went under surgery. Gus, what kind of surgery? You didn't even tell me what kind of surgery you had. Oh, can we talk about the roulette wheel for a second? You guys want to rant? I wasn't gonna stay on long, but now you piqued my interest. You want to rant? Gus, come on. What do you got? What kind of surgery? Like, Gus fell asleep. First of all, Gus is all drugged up. Gus just had surgery, and he can't even tell me what kind of surgery. Yeah, I don't know if you really want. I don't know if you really need a rant tonight, to be honest with you. You got one yesterday. Let's just reserve it, maybe like Saturday or something instead. I think we had I know, Woo. I know, especially you. Especially you start firing it up. Gus, what's he talking about? They basically gave up after one battle with a Bria Alliance. Listen, Gus is incredibly drugged up right now. I don't know what he's talking about. But all right. 670 in the house. All right, Ant, 670 representing. Shout out to 670, all of 670. Okay. Leader of the North. Okay. All right, Bellico. A brief rant. The versus roulette wheel is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? There. I said it. That's right. A bunch of bullshit. First of all, let's get into what the roulette wheel. Okay, yeah, I was on board in the beginning of this roulette wheel. All right, I was like, hey, at least they do something, right? Because our points were wasted before and blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm starting to get pissed off at the roulette wheel. Who asked for fireworks? Because I want to strangle you. Whoever out there, according to the developers, everybody was asking for fireworks. I don't know who you are, but I want to strangle you. Because I'll take an exclusive shard. I'll take a regular gold shard. Stop giving me freaking sparklers. All right? I don't win this goddamn thing ever. I spun this friggin' thing maybe a million effing times, and I've never hit on one of the special gifts or whatever that are in here. The car, the crown. F you. There's no way. I don't get on any of this shit. Nobody gets it. I mean, whatever. If you're out there and you got one, blah, blah, blah. You got one. You're the same person that got lucky with the 200 tickets in the Valentine's event. All right? This thing's a piece of shit. I don't want any of this stuff. I use my points. I appreciate you trying to come up with something to use my extra points, but I do not give a shit about fireworks. Give me a shard. Give me a gold shard. I don't get anything else other than music notes and freaking sparklers. That's all I get. So I'm using all these points because you're trying to get to the roulette wheel, and you know what? It ain't worth it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the arms race. Because you know how, like, you sit there and you pound away sometimes and people look at this poor guy. I'm going to say poor guy won 3.6 million. You're like, what do you mean, QB? He won the arms race. So who gives a shit? Look what he gets for winning the arms race. We already know about the purple deco. I already know about that, right? And then you got the iron, the food, and the coin. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd rather win an arms race than the roulette wheel because at least you get an exclusive shard. But I mean, think about the amount of resources you use typically to win. And you know what it took him to use 3.6 million? I mean, this is probably Hero, the amount of experience or whatever. It's probably a one-shot deal. He blew his wad. He blew his wad to win one arms race, to win one shard, one exclusive shard. He blew it. He blew everything. It's just so hard sometimes to win these things, and I just feel like it's been this way the whole game. Like, you can up the rewards a little bit in the arms race. But anyway, back to my point. This versus roulette wheel is worse. It's worse than that. You used to think that the arms race, they could give more rewards. Bullshit. This roulette wheel, they can give. You want us to get excited about the roulette wheel? Give us something on here, man. Anything. How about a skill points for the gorilla? I'd rather have that. Anything that will increase your power. Sparklers do shit for the power. Give me a gold shard. Give me a gorilla skill point. Give me regular skill points. Like anything. I don't even care if you give me 500. I would take 500 skill points over a sparkler. And I get millions. Like this time, guys, I don't know what I put up. 42 million I've put up at this point. I've already this week, by the way, hit the middle. I got the grand prize. Which hit grand prize. A box of fireworks, my grand prize. But I mean, like, you give me sparklers. I've gotten 42 million all week. I've been hitting this goddamn wheel. Every versus, I hit this wheel constantly. I get 10 at very least. I'm hitting it. Boom, 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 boom. Guess what? I don't get shit out of it. So the hell with it. Screw you. I was happy that you were trying to do something for people for giving them extra verse points, but I'm not going to back this nonsense. I look like some kind of shill for the company if I friggin' back this nonsense. Everybody can read right through it. It's another sell for your goddamn gifts. Everybody can read through it. I don't buy into it. And I don't like it. Like I said, a shard, an exclusive gift, something for the power to give to everybody, that makes a lot of sense. But this is nonsense, and I don't give a shit about it. And frankly, I'm not even using my points anymore to care. I used to try to get spin on a roulette wheel, right? Hey, that's fun. Yeah, F off. I'm not going to do that anymore either. I'm not doing it. It's not going to happen. I think it's a piece of shit. I think it's another wool pulled over my eyes. And frankly, you know what? Black Panther said something hilarious today in the chat. But you know what? I'm starting to believe it. He said, because I talked about the special effect. Because the special effects are bullshit. Like, I can't wait to be VIP 17 so I can get some special effects I like. For whatever. But these special effects they put in there, I mean, Jesus Christ. They're so bad. And then I brought up the roulette wheel. And he said, they're laughing at us. And I'm like, you know what? They probably are. I mean, to get excited about a sparkler, I just, in a game that requires you to have power to try to work on your heroes and build everything up, whatever you're trying to build up, our speed ups. You know, we didn't talk about speed ups. I would take speed ups out of this over a sparkler. You know what I mean? Something that's actually you guys can use and build up to actually find usable. Hey, I got 3 is the game going to get broke if somebody walks away from the roulette wheel and says, hey, I got 3 hours of speed ups? It was really cool. Really cool. You know? Hey, I was able to get up 3 million in gold from the roulette wheel today. Wow, how cool is that? You know what I mean? Like something that's actually like good, man. It's just so annoying. Anyway, enough rant. I told you you're gonna get fired. I get so fired up with this roulette wheel now. It drives me up a wall. Jesus Christ. Between this and the improvements that they're saying they're making, it's gonna really fire me up. All this shit. There's so many things that people want to do. Little things in the game that people want. Just little things, little tweaks that people want to do. That's so easy. So easy. And you give away, and you start improving things, and you make it sound like others asked for this, by the way. I don't believe it. Give me the receipts. Show me the receipts where the people asked for fireworks. I want those receipts. You're saying that the co-creator, people created fireworks. Bullshit. I'm not buying it. I'm not pulling the wool over my eyes. Done with it. Done with that. Anyway, all right, enough of that. I only get tea and fireworks. Yeah, I know, Woo. That's what I'm saying. It's like bullshit. I only got 1 crown and 1 car. Look, you got Gus. You got 2. You got 2 things. I got 0. You got a crown and a car. You know how lucky that is, Gus. The odds of you even doing that. Where are the odds in this piece of garbage? It's in here. Look at this. Look at the odds. Look at the probability, Gus. You got 0.2%. You scored 2 of them, and they're 0.2%. It's incredible, bro. Incredible. Eric. Yeah, See, OG knows. He knows. I don't know, Eric. Sometimes when you play 780 days, you start to get fired up over shit. You know what I mean? I'll go back to normal. I mean, I love the game, so I go back and I fall in love. I have my little rants. Usually, I have my little rants in the privacy of my own home. I'm yelling at the phone, and I'll play the roulette wheel, and I'll just yell at my phone, and it'll just get out. I'll get it out of my system, and then I move on with my day. But then you catch on here, and then Wu knows how to stoke the fire, the rant fires. And and then Bellico's over here with his back. Yeah, talk about it. And then, you know what I mean, OG? You know what I'm talking about, OG? You play for 788 days, Hey, Eric, how many days you got? Go look at your VIP. How many days you got over there? I want to. A lot of whales are quitting because they are realizing it's a money. Oh, come on, Rico. Listen. Everybody can quit. You can have a few people quit, Rico. No one's buying it. Everybody, the whales can leave. I just told you, Stickman on 90 Sticks just bought an account for his daughter. He's a VIP 18, and now that account is higher than mine. So he created a second account out of the blue, and he raised it like 80 million overnight. Like in like 2 weeks, that thing went up like 80 million. The amount of money that's pumping into this game. Don't let anybody tell you. I don't care who you listen to. I don't care who else is talking to you, whatever. One thing I just don't want you to listen to, that whales are quitting and this game is going downhill. For 3 whales that quit, a new 3 whales come into the game. So don't worry about it. There's so much goddamn money pumping into this game. You don't have to worry about it. The game's not going anywhere. I know it's not a popular thing, and it doesn't cause the drama that everybody wants to hear. But I'm telling you, the money is pumping in. It's making buku profits. So people can leave and they can leave and whatever. Let them leave. And you just keep enjoying your game. If you're enjoying it, I said this over and over again, Rico. I said this over. If you enjoy the game, play it. If you don't enjoy the game, don't use the reasoning, I've already spent a bunch of money, so now I'm forced to play the game. That makes no sense. It makes no sense to pump more money into a game that you don't like. That doesn't make any sense. Sell your account, get out, and go play another game. Spend your life doing something else. Don't put more money into something you don't like or you don't enjoy. Otherwise, you just enjoy it, Unless we're talking about the roulette wheel, and then we can get fired up and start ranting about it. But we'll go back to normal. All good. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. But listen, people get pissed off, and they live in whatever. Surgery went well. Finally, look at this guy's an hour behind this, Gus. I'm telling you. I'm getting delauded. Yeah, I know you are. For pain, kind of making me sleepy. I bet. Well, don't worry. We're not on for long tonight. So, Rico, you know what? I used to like the roulette wheel, but I'm actually now in that corner. At least today, I'm all fired up on the roulette wheel. I can tell you that. I swear I feel like I have today 90 million in hero. What? What are you talking about, Meadow? 90 million in hero. Little things like remove all gear. That's all I want. I know, Bellico. I know. Well, you got fireworks instead. So. Gus, Stickman motto. What's Stickman motto? What is that? I don't know what Stickman's motto is. What is Stickman's motto? Maybe I agree with it. I don't know it though. I missed most of season 4. Because of wedding prep, wedding stuff, LOL. So I don't have the 700. Oh, you broke it? Oh, no. Oh, gee. You broke the streak? Damn, man. That's sad, bro. That's sad. Meadow quit because of roulette. Yeah, I know. Listen, nobody's quitting because of roulette. But it's fun to get it out of the system. You just rant a little bit about. I mean, that's what we do, right? My hope is that I'm ranting about the same shit that's driving you nuts, and it's driving me nuts too. Yeah, it is what it is. But getting close. By the way, I'm now under 200,000 for the VIP 17 for my little party celebration that I have. If I can get the VIP 17 over here, I'm doing it. Partly, one of the things, by the way, this got brought up. How did I got the VIP 17 with the story? I'll probably make a video on it once I actually get the VIP 17. I can tell you the course that I took, how I actually get there. Yeah, spend money, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you obviously spend money to get the VIP 17. But I can tell you the course that I took as far as what I bought, what I did, the path that I went. One of the things I can tell you is diamonds. Yeah, like pretty much use about 2,500 diamonds a day for the last 2 years is probably what I use. The really my adage that I've said for diamonds, I don't really use so people that are getting to VIP 18, when I say I don't really use diamonds, I use like a little bit of diamond. Like so people can get 30,000 VIP points for diamonds, right? So they're using 30,000 diamonds a day. That's how VIP 18s do it. They do 30,000 diamonds like every single day. It's ridiculous. That's just what they do. That's how they do it. I obviously don't have that many diamonds. So my adage has been over the last 2 years, the way that I have done it is I get 2,500 diamonds every single day if I have over 100,000 diamonds. I'm sorry, if I'm under 100,000 diamonds, then I use 2,500 diamonds a day. If I happen to be over 100,000 diamonds, like right now I'm 230, I jump and I give 10,000 diamonds a day. If I'm over 100,000. So that's kind of where my limit is. I go buku through the roof. If I'm over 100,000, I just give 10,000. And really, you guys hear that, and I know for free to play and stuff, you hear like 10,000 diamonds slot. I can tell you for spenders, it's really not that much for diamonds. Most spenders are buying a crazy amount of advanced teleporters, and that's like 6 teleporters. Really, like it's like 6 teleports, and I can tell you that advanced teleports. Anybody who's a spender who buys teleports could probably go through in a meteorite. I don't know, 10 to 15 in a meteorite. So yeah, they're dumping, 20,000, 30,000 diamonds in teleports on a meteorite sometimes. Yep, that's just a sneak peek into the spender's life of getting diamonds and what is being spent in the game when it's being spent. It's like, yeah, people when they get the advanced teleports, they get a crap ton. Same with kill events, by the way. I mean, your spenders, you have advanced teleports. Oftentimes you don't use the back and forth teleport. You don't want to wait the 5 minutes. So you use the diamonds and you just pop around in kill events. So you'll see people who are spenders kind of pop around a little bit and kill. They don't go back and forth, or they don't wait out their 5 minutes. They just pop back and forth. And that's what kind of what spenders are doing. But yeah, for me, like diamonds are really the way. Again, I'm going to use the diamonds anyway. And probably before I use it on something stupid, I like to put it towards the VIP. So I've always done that. Every single day for 2 years, a little bit here and there. I've been chipping away to do it. And if you figure it out, it doesn't add up to probably a ton, but it contributes to fast forward the button a little bit towards it when you get to VIP 16, because to get to VIP 17 takes forever. And I guarantee you, when I flip this over and I show you what VIP 18 is, I'm sure it's just going to be astronomical. Like that road, I don't really remember. I knew what it was, but I don't remember anymore what it is. I don't know. It was a million. Who knows what the hell it is? But it's wild, whatever it is. But mine will show it. Mine will show it soon. So I'll do a whole little documentary about the VIP 17 journey at that point. Can you say? But all right. What else annoys you? When you plunder a truck or task, and then it won't let you join a rally or dig because you're in a different war zone. Oh, I see. Yeah, because you got to come back to the war zone that you're in. And, well, I mean, how can it let you join a rally though if you're in another war zone, bro? Like you can't. How are you going to send? What are you going to do? You're going to beam me up? You're going to beam your team? Instead of your team, like, riding out towards a dig, it should, like, fly up into space and then join the other server? Like, you can't join a dig, man. You got to go back to the other server. You can't really fix that. Other than maybe, I mean, but then you're going to be upset either way. Like, when you go to plunder a truck, you get to be in another server. I love that because when you plunder a truck in another server or let you go in another server, it allows you to be in that server, and then you can go around and plunder. Not only do you get to plunder that truck, but while you're in here, you might as well go around in that server and find, you know, plunders for your mobile squads. So I like that. I mean, I get it that there's a downfall to it, but you got it. But it's easy to port. Like you saw how fast I just ported back. So yeah, you plunder a truck, but I understand, but you're in that area. Like you're actually in another war zone. So you got to go back to your original war zone. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I don't know that one is really like, listen, when we talk about remove all gear button and we talk about not being able to join a dig from another war zone that you're plundering. Yeah. Like you're going to have to live with that one. Woo. Or you know what? Maybe tell the developers, because they're taking the fireworks idea over everything else. So maybe, just maybe, they'll take that over things like remove all gear. Maybe their priority list is out of whack. So maybe they'll find that to be the biggest thing that we need. I don't know. Not saying wedding prep in Korea is insane. I would have lost my mind trying to play this game while also working, playing honeymoon. Wedding prep. No, understandable. I'm just busting your balls there, Eric. I get you. Life is way more important than the game, my man. You know, you got children. You got to go. If you're trying to decide between a Warzone duel and your kid's football game, then your priorities are effed up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, your family and your life is way more important than a silly little app game. This is supposed to be on your entertainment time. You play this. When your entertainment time becomes a priority in your life, yeah, listen, that sounds like fun, but you better be a VIP 18 if that's happening and be a millionaire, because the majority of your day is not important. Like, you can do whatever with it, and then this can take priority. But for the majority of people, my God, like, you know, prioritize your life, man. Prioritize your family, your children, your wife, you know, your kid, whatever, your pets. Prioritize the things that are important to you, friends, whatever. You know, I tell you, I can't do. I'd love to have on a Friday night kill event or something for Friday. I'm going to that Valentine's pickleball thing. It's like, you know, it's real life stuff. I got to do it. I love it. So you know, you got to do what you love, and put the game in the back seat. So if you happen to lose your day streak because you're planning a wedding in Korea, Eric, listen, sounds like a good damn reason to lose your streak, man. Until you have QB come along and bust your balls for it. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for, OG. Compliance in the house. Uh-oh. Good thing you weren't here for my rant, Compliance. You might not have approved for that. I'll tell you that much. I'm always late these days. No, I popped on to do the Canyon Storm, and I didn't plan to be on tonight. I'm not gonna be on here for a whole a reset experience, but I popped on. Plus, I wanted to thank everybody for the Valentine's. It's been absolutely ridiculous. So I wanted to pop in to tell everybody thank you, and that I will be getting the chocolate back. It's here we go. Day 4. I don't know what this is. Awesome. But it's just been ridiculous. I'm almost to this. What is this? Superstar? Is it? I don't know what it is. Superstar. Which, by the way, again, I cannot thank you enough for the chocolate, because for me, it's very meaningful to me. And I will get you back to chocolate. It's incredibly important for me to get you back to chocolate. And a quick word by the way. Don't forget, please go to the standings. Go to the bottom of the standings and give out your chocolate. Please, if you're going to do anything for me, please do that. Go to the bottom of the standings and give the chocolate to the people that don't get a lot of chocolate. Okay? Please. They probably feel like shit. So, you know, throw them some chocolate, give them the chocolate, and get back in. Don't give it to the same people over and over. Like, that person has superstar status, they're 62,000. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Stop giving it to the same people over and over, and go to the bottom of the list and give out the chocolate. That's all. I will try my best. It means a great deal to me. For anybody who sends me any chocolate, I cannot return it. I've talked about this. I cannot return 10. If you send me 10, I will send you one. But it means a great deal to me, so I will do whatever I can to send you back a gift and send you back chocolate. So thank you so much for getting me a carpet. Thank you so much for getting me whatever. I don't take any of it for granted. I don't ask for anything. I don't beg for anything. I just thank you for it. That's all. Very appreciative for that. And a VIP 18 is 50. Oh, it's 50 million VIP points. 50 million. 50 million. Really? Hey, listen. I don't know. I mean, I'm about to go 20. So if I did 20 once, I plan on playing for 10 years. If the game's around, these whales keep coming in and spending all the money and coming in. I don't know. I keep giving I'll keep giving diamonds for it. 50 million doesn't seem impossible. I did 20 million in 2 years. So I don't know. You never know. Maybe maybe someday there'll be a custom WWC base. How about that? Huh? That would be cool, huh? They have a WWC base out there? That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe have everybody figure out how the world is watching and then have the WWC. I don't know. I'll have to run things by compliance and see if it passes the mustard, but we'll see. Why do you have more than 120 stamina? Like, I know how, but why? All right, so I've gone over this man with the plan. All right, I like that. Good job on the name. I do like that. Okay, so I've talked about this before. I ran out of stamina back in the day. So I won't ever run out of stamina again. I claim my regular stamina. Now, in order to claim your stamina every 4 hours to sit there and plan it, if you're planning out your stamina and capping at 120, you're probably going 20 hours without collecting, right? Because you're just not using it. Like when you play this game for as long as I played this game, you don't use your stamina on a schedule. You don't sit there and wait for 120 and then go, oh, okay, now I'm going to kill a little bit. All right, now I'll wait for the 120 to come back. I'm just not doing that. I don't need to do it. I'm not going to do it. And so I need the stamina when I want the stamina. So for me, I will build the stamina that they give me every single day. I use the diamonds here. I use 300. I use 500. I use 1,000 diamonds to get my stamina. And then I always get the 2 stamina here. I do that every single day. So the reason why, back to your original point, why do I stock it up? Because the higher I can make my stamina here, when I do get bulk things like gold zombies, or I run a bunch of rallies to get the cocoa, the chocolate, and all that stuff, I never really take from my stash. So my stash is always building up. And then all I do is take from that pot that's building. So it's not 120. That pot will end up being 1,700. That pot will be 2,000 sometimes because I keep doing it with diamonds. And then that's how I want to be able to spend my stamina, because I often don't need just 120 stamina. I need a bulk of stamina when I'm going to go out there and kill. It's not just for killing one zombie. It's not just for killing one doom. It's always when you want to kill a shit ton of golds. You know what I mean? It's always I need like 500 stamina, 1,000 stamina at once. So rather than use the stash, I just use diamonds to stock up on it so I don't touch my stash. So that's why I always am above 120. Now, back in the day, listen, no, man with a plan, listen. Back in the day when I first started, my first few months playing the game, I did just that. I'd use the 120. I'd go around, I'd kill a little bit, drop it. I'd be done killing once I got done with stamina. I'd then wait for it to rebuild. Then I go back out and kill some more. That's how I used to run the account. And then that's where the story comes in that I ran out one time of stamina. I couldn't, back in the day, they didn't sell stamina, so you couldn't just go and buy it from a store. And so that's why I stocked up on it. And now I will never run out of stamina. You can't really play the game without stamina. The game is like, you know what I mean? You can play it, but it's not going to be fun. Like, you need stamina to kill no matter what you're killing. So, unless you're just hopping in rallies, you can't really do it. So, Okay. Actually, move fireworks. I'll watch it later. Yeah, compliance. Watch it later, and bitch about it. You directly on Discord, maybe. Okay. I try to give everyone in the alliance one chocolate. Good man. Good man. WWF is this new event next week. What the fuck is this new event next week? Okay, what event? Spring Festival login. Carnival login, we know. So this is the Carnival login. Let's take a look what we got. See, I'm not supposed to be on. I said I was just going to pop off, and now you guys suck me in. I know what Bounty Hunter is. I know what that is. Valentine's Day. What is this? Oh, Spring Festival log. It's probably the same thing. It's probably the same thing that this one is. It's just a login, and this one's called a login. So maybe they just, maybe, back to my point, one of the things that we suggested is that they give more rewards for days played. Maybe one of the things they can do to get people to play days is give free rewards every single day. So maybe, just maybe, compliance, it's their way to do a spring login where you just log in and you're going to get free rewards for just logging in. Maybe they'll start doing that every single week. I don't know. It's a guess. But I like the concept. It's part of what we talked about, like give people rewards for the number of days played. I mean, the more number of days you play, then that means the more rewards you can stock up for playing, right? So it's good. I mean, right now, the number of days played, like you get to come in here and get the daily freebie. If they're trying to look at it and be like, hey, you get this as your daily reward for number of days played, I think that they need, I want to clarify that. When I say number of days played, I think they should give us a reward for reaching 800 days. Like think about World Boss. The World Boss damage, you get 10 prints. I think when you get to, why not when you get to 900 day streak, you get 10 mythic prints. I mean, let's talk about 900 friggin' days, guys. It's like 3 years playing the goddamn game straight. Like, why wouldn't you reward that? Why wouldn't you reward people that play the game straight? Just give them, like, World Boss rewards. Give them rewards for logging in. I mean, isn't that cool? Isn't that something that you, like, cherish? Like, your players, you have that many people that would log in for that many days in a row on your app? That's a hell of a start to a game that's already making billions of dollars. So why not? That's what I'm talking about, rewarding people for the longer they log in, right? So I think that's pretty important to me, that people are logging in for that long. And then it keeps rewards away from people like Eric, you know? So he didn't value logging in, so therefore he doesn't get the reward. He didn't get mythics. He doesn't get those. You know? Nope, not for Eric. Okay. So that's what I would guess that Spring Festival login is. But anyway. I spent at 2,000 already to hit 17. No, sir. I can't do that. I can't do that. You're dying for 17? Well, the more you want it, the further away it gets. No. I'm not going to alter my game plan of getting the 17 any different than I did anything else. I would just continue about my business, and eventually we'll get to 17. It's going to come fast. It was just 330,000 not that long ago, and now I'm at, I'm within 200,000. So, it'll happen. Were you once in 93? No, I was never in 93. I was in 72. I was in 87. I was in 88, and I was in 71. And now we jumped all the way to 118. Exactly. How dare Eric get married? How dare him prioritize? I mean, it's just terrible. Ridiculous. I think if it was one for days straight played, that would make a lot of people like me mad. If your phone breaks for a day and you're at $7.99, you're going to throw your phone at the wall. Hey, Eric, listen. That's not... there's PC. You can hop on PC. You can hop on your laptop. You can hop around. You can log in. You gotta log in, brother. You gotta get the day streak. I think you're making it more of a reward. I think you're actually ramping it up more. The reason why we should have the reward, because you're even saying how hard it is to keep doing it, to not have anything go wrong over all this time for 3 years, not have anything go wrong. You logged into the game for that long, no matter what. No matter what was in your day, no matter what happened to your phone, no matter what, blah, 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 you found a way to log in. Listen, you're making more of the argument, man, for why it's so valuable to give it out to people. And by the way, Eric, maybe there needs to be two things. Maybe they need to track how many days you've played, as well as how many days streak that you've had. You know what I mean? Like, how many days did you log in, period? Maybe it doesn't have to be in a row. Just how many days did you log in? Right? Like, I don't know. You log in 800 days, you log in 800 days. Like, should one day break your streak? Who the hell said? They made up that anyway. They start saying if you log in a row, this is probably when they first started the game. They said, hey, we should like give people the rewards for logging in or whatever and keep track of their streak, so they want to move it. But listen, you can just change this. You can just remove in a row and just have days. Who gives a shit? No big deal. I don't know. I don't know why that would really be a big deal. First of all, right now, it doesn't matter. They're not giving you anything for any of it, so you shouldn't be mad if they remove in a row. Like, I'm not. Listen, I'm probably a rare bird here. We're all 789 days in a row. There can't be that many people. It would have to be in the OG server. And Eric, when did you start? What month did you start? Because I think I was like beginning of October 2023. So what month did you start? Figure that out to see how close I am. If he's in the OG servers, then let's see. Well, you're 777. What was I? 789? Yeah. I think everybody's probably around that. That was around the servers. Because they filled up quick back in the day. They were filling up real quick. Well, first of all, they were filling up quick. Let's clear the air of why they were filling up quick. Back in the day, I started a bit late. My wife started first and played for a couple months, and then I joined. When did you? Oh, so you don't know when she started. Back in the day, let's just be clear what they did. They tricked everybody into playing. I mean, they're still kind of running the same bullshit campaign, but I think, you don't have to play very. Everybody, you don't have to look out very hard to find what the game's about at this stage. Back then, there wasn't anything out there. There weren't videos. There wasn't like a how-to guide. There wasn't anything. Like, we didn't know how to play the friggin' game. And the ones the OGs came out with a bunch of bullshit because they didn't even have the same stuff they had different stuff than we even got in the second wave for us. We were in the third batch of servers, really, because they didn't combine their servers yet. But they tricked everybody into coming to the game. They said, hey, it's this game. It's Frontline Breakthrough. Come play Frontline Breakthrough. And then you play Frontline Breakthrough, and you quickly realize, wait a minute, this isn't Frontline Breakthrough. What the hell is this shit? So you realize that pretty damn quick. And then so many people quit. I mean, I can't tell you how many people quit that built drill grounds, and then people would just go around and burn them and take all their troops for no reason, just because they could. Just go around and just start burning everybody. No problem. I mean, people would quit. People would literally quit for that. People would log in and be like, they get so tired of losing all their troops. They'd be like, to hell with this. Man, those were the days. Back in the day, I used to log into the game, and you had no clue when you logged into the game. It didn't alert me that I was under attack. It didn't alert. There was no alert. So when you logged into the game, you used to be met with a notice that just said, your base has been breached. That's all it said. It just said your base had been breached and your drill grounds would be empty. That's what the life was. You had no clue. You had no option to like be alert, like, oh, I better put on my shield or whatever. It was like it would just you log in and your friggin' shit would be burned, man. That was wild. That was so wild, man. You're just you're on fire halfway across the map. Exactly. That's what it was. Yeah, listen, I experienced the same thing. When I first started, I may have been, spending. Everybody was spending. Everybody was spending in the beginning of this game in the server. There were so many strong people in our server. Oh my God. And so it was like you log into that game, man, and you had your fingers crossed I'll tell you why. You had your fingers crossed, and it wasn't just for your troops. It wasn't just for your troops. It was also your resources. Because, man, they would come and take all your troops, and then they would take your freaking resources, and then you come in and you were completely plundered. You were plundered. You were halfway across the map. You had to return. You were like, man, this sucks. I mean, you know, you quit. Some people quit because of it. I get it. Because it did suck. I mean, who the hell wanted that, right? Like you sat there, were building troops. You probably just got through with an upgrade, or even worse. Here was the real killer moment. Okay, the killer moment was saving your resources for like that headquarters upgrade, like that big spending thing you had you were saving for it, and if you all of a sudden got breached and you lost like a bulk of resources. Oh my God. You were so pissed off. So pissed off. Straight up. Like, F this game. So you totally. And by the way, half the time, I bet you if you asked the people that were breached, half the time they were breached, they probably immediately logged off because they were pissed. They're son of a bitch. They didn't want to play the game right then and there. You didn't want to play the game. You just had to log off and like breathe for like 5 minutes to like, just like, oh my God, you stared at your screen and you shook your head. And I know this out there. I know what else you did. You looked at who the hell breached you. You wanted to see the name. Didn't matter how strong they were. There was nothing you could do about it. You couldn't do shit about whoever it was, but you still wanted to know the name that breached you. And I bet you still remember that name of at least one person that breached you, that pissed you off. There's got to be a name, because I know there is one in my head. So there had to be somebody that was like in your account all the time, that was in your battle reports that showed it breached you and stole your shit. Yeah. So anyway, that's so funny. Man, talk about back in the day. Now they got things to alert you like, hey, your base is under attack. You know, they have alarms that can go off, bells and whistles. People, you know what else they have now? They have people, your own alliance can throw like a safety shield on you, right? Like the hour or 2 hours to protect you. Not back in the day. No. You were unshielded. Everybody stared at you getting burned. You were about to be ported and there wasn't shit your alliance could do about it. They just had to watch. And then probably throw a few things in the world chat to say what a jerk somebody was or whatever it was. Yeah, buddy shields. Yeah, there were no buddy shields, man. They didn't have buddy shield. It was like you were gonna get burned. Then they came out with all this cool stuff, all these alerts and these buddy shields and like all this stuff they came out with after you finally play the game and they realized how many people were like pissed off that they couldn't protect their base. They came out with all this cool stuff and all the added stuff in the professions, and that's where everybody remembers Diplomat. When Diplomat came out way back in the day, by the way, they came out with Diplomat. That wasn't like a newer thing. Believe me, I've been playing for 789 days. That Diplomat has been there for majority of those days. It was like, oh man, I can't wait to see what that is. I still can't wait to see what it is. We have no clue. They've been keeping that on ice for a long time. That must be like really the cat's ass that they didn't let everybody know what that one was. Diplomat. Oh man. I don't know. I'd love to know what they were thinking when they came out. Like somebody came out with the professions and they're like, all right, we got engineer, we got war leader. I know. We need to have diplomat. That's what were you even thinking? Like what? There was somebody that was going to be like, you know, for the president, like the president alone could like do it, or what were you going to do? Was there going to be like a freaking server council that you signed up for? I couldn't imagine what the hell you were going to be. Diplomat didn't do anything because they never unleashed it. They never told us what it was. It just sat there. It just sat there as something like they were going to give us at one point, and everybody waited and waited and waited, and never got Diplomat. Never talked about. Listen, it's the profession that was unspoken. That's how crazy it was, man. It was like they were never. It was never even spoken about in the game. We just saw it, and we spoke about it in our alliance. Everybody talked about Diplomat, but we nenever got it. It was like, oh yeah, like you talked about, like, oh, I'm going to be engineer. Where well, I can't. Once they do diplomat, then I'm going to do that. I mean, you were trying to form a game plan on when you were going to be the diplomat too. Yeah, it was wild times, man. Back in the day, wild times. You know what else I'm telling you? Back in the day, what's so wild is how we didn't have any ways to fight. Like you had kill event. You had kill event, and then but you didn't have server wars. You know what your server war was? In your own server, because everybody was burning everybody. I mean, there would be like alliance fights. It would be like gang wars, where it would just be like one alliance going after another alliance, and you would just see an entire alliance wiped out, empty bases over and over again in your own alliance. That was like so many servers were like that, and that was server war. That was the server war. And then finally, after, God, I don't know, it had to be, when the first server war was, maybe like 3 months into the game or something. I don't know. We had to get all the territory, so you would have had to get all the territory, and then you would have had to get to the capital, and you had to be touching capital grounds. You had to be a level 6. I remember that. You had to be the level 6, had to touch capital grounds in order to be eligible to fight for the capital. And then you had to fight for the capital, which, by the way, I still say I've never officially fought for a capital. Never happened. Still to this day has never happened. So yeah, we call it Capital War, but it was always like everybody knew who was going to win it, and it was a scheduled time share and whatever. And then finally we had a server war, and I think, God, that must have taken a few months at least. So probably 3 months, something like that, I would say, before we had our first server war. And nobody knew what the hell a server war was, by the way. Nobody knew how to play. Nobody knew what they were doing. People didn't show up, and people had the attitude like, screw you, I hate this server. You guys are burning me. I'm not showing up for the war. And then people started burning people because you didn't show up for a war. And you burn people because before the war, you burn people because they didn't show up for the war. Oh my God, it was so, God, the first grouping of servers back in the day anyway. Jesus Christ. So many people left. That's why OG Eric doesn't have people left. We didn't have people left originally. I mean, there's so many people that just quit because of that, because of the burning. Two things, really. Because of the burning, and then the second thing, they didn't even know what they were signing up for. They weren't really signing up for this game. And then they didn't like it for numerous reasons. I'm sure one of them was burning, but they just left because they signed up for the wrong fucking game. Let's be honest. They got tricked into playing the game. A lot of people want to point to specific incidences that cost people a lot of bases. But let's be honest. A lot of people quit because they didn't know what game they were playing. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest about that. And then there also was, no doubt, other populations and percentages of people that quit because they were burned, because, they were treated, people were mistreating them, and they didn't know migrations were coming. Don't forget that, too. You take that for granted right now, but early on, we didn't know we would ever going to be able to move servers. We used to yell and shout how we wanted to leave our server, wanted an option. People were going to quit because they couldn't leave the server. Oh my God, there were so many people that were like, I'm out of here, I can't leave the server, I'm going to be trapped here forever, screw you, and they left. Now, think about everybody that starts playing will know for sure that they can migrate out. Think about what a difference that is. How many people stayed playing the game knowing that there was a time limit on the bullshit that they have to put up with? So many people still play the game for that. But back in the day, like the OG servers and the servers that, the grouping that I was in right after, they left because they didn't know they were ever going to be able to be allowed out. I mean, shit, Eric to this day hasn't been allowed out, so he's still hanging in there. But yeah, I mean, knowing that we were able to get allowed out, now that people know that, they keep playing. But yeah, man, server wars were such a fun thing. But burning people because they didn't participate, burning people because we lost, burning, so much shit that was going on that was just, you didn't. And the truth of the matter is, you can look at it and say, people were assholes. Listen, I burned plenty of people back in the day. The truth of the matter was, people didn't know how to play the game. That's the dead honest truth. People had no clue. When we first started playing and there was no other wars, it was only kill event, you literally thought the game to play was to kill other alliances on your server. I swear to, like, honestly, when you first started playing the game, you knew nothing else. You thought the point of the game was to kill out all the other alliances. Think about that. It wasn't being ignorant. There was really no other fighting to do. So here you were, the game tells you to build these troops. You can't test how powerful you are ever if you didn't fight your own server. And the only way to fight, except for Friday, was to kill other alliances. So yeah, you just went around and did that. So that's just so crazy to think about now, though. You know how crazy that is. Thinking back and reminiscing to what we have now, how different it is, and people coming into the game just get a different game experience, and that's why people hang around. That's why I have faith in this game that it's going to last like long time. Everybody keeps talking about it's quitting, blah blah blah, people quitting, blah blah blah. You don't get that from me. You know why? Because when I fast forward and I look at the newer servers that are coming on, you see how populated they are with people, and they're not only populated with people in server one in season 1. Go and look at how populated a lot of these servers are in season 2, in season 3. I mean, listen, I can tell you, like, and Eric can tell you back in the OG, we knew our people were starting to fade and leave when we were in season 2, and servers were already dying, and these people weren't around. Act like this is a new concept that people left. Like, they left a long time ago. This isn't a new thing. These servers, people left in season 2 and season 3. Season 4, like, you know, they started leaving. Now you look at how many people, it's so much fun in this game to watch how many people are participating in like season 3 and season 4 on these servers. Oh my God, guys just keep building up. And that's why I have so much faith in the game, like that we talk about it now, to add experience to people and keep going, because, you know, the amount, first of all, the amount of money that people are still spending, it's just astronomical. And we're talking about, you know, people are like bragging about having a VIP 18 in server, you know, 1783 and stuff. Listen, the amount of money that comes to possibly get a VIP 18, I can tell you, is just astronomical. It's just crazy, out of this world money. And so the fact that they're doing it so fast means that they're just dumping money in faster. And then they make arguments like somebody else is doing it for a second account or a third account. I don't care. Have these people that want to spend money do it for a second account or a third account because they're bored. Cool. And then they want to quit. Okay, quit. The game's got your money. The game. Thank you for funding our entertainment. And now, you know, somebody else will do it, and somebody else will do it, and good for them. But yeah, I'm so, it really inspires me how many people continuously can stock their servers and stay in the same alliances. And, you know, and the servers, by the way, when you think about the problems that we have about people that want to migrate and, you know, these servers and stuff, early in the servers, you don't have as much of that problem. Now, granted, there's people that need to move, they're unsatisfied, whatever it is. But it just doesn't happen as often. Like when you think about when it happened back in the day, we had so many people that wanted to move. It was a gigantic problem. Like people wanted out. It was crazy, the movement that we had. And the reason why, it's just different strategy. Think about this. So now when people download the game and you start playing, you understand what to expect. You can look at you know, people who have YouTube showing you the experiences that they've gone through and try to help you out with videos and, you know, all the way through, right? We have different ways. We have Discord information, and alliances have Discord information to pass forward to show you different ways to build different ideas. We didn't have that back in the day. So you have help. You have a user guides to help you through and strategize. You know how the game's supposed to be played. People tell you how you're supposed to win. So if people are killing people on their server, you can tell them to stop. Listen, we have server wars. We have to unite. We have to do this, blah, blah, blah. So people start playing the game properly. That happens more often. People start learning how to strategize in server war earlier. Strategize in versus. Strategize in kill events. Use your shields. Do all these fun things that the game did add. That's so much better experience in playing that we didn't get, that people start with. That all leads to them staying longer. That's what it does. Less reasons to quit, less people quit. It's very simple. So you're still going to have people quit. You're still going to have people upset, people that want to migrate, and you're going to have people that don't get along. That's always going to happen. That's just personalities. And that's when you're talking in world chat or alliance and, you know, whatever. You're always going to be stuck with people and personalities in life that don't get along. But I just think with the misunderstandings and the things that we know now, lends for people to stay playing longer. And that lends, to be honest with you, for us to be able to enjoy our entertainment longer. That's the beautiful part of it for me, and why I do this, and why I like you guys being here and spending time doing this and Discord and shouting, because I truly believe that the more we play, the more power that we have in playing this, that we can start making these suggestions and find avenues that eventually we're going to make enough noise that developers and the people that are building this game are going to realize that the real people that should be talking about the changes and making the changes in this game aren't spending the money. They aren't the people that spend all the money. Those aren't your core customers. Your core customers are these low spenders and the free to play players that are the backbone of this game. So yeah, I hope that the VIP 18s keep spending money, and I don't care if they quit. I do care when I hear free to play players that are upset and they don't feel listened to, they don't feel blah 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 a certain way, and then they want to quit for whatever reason that's out there. That upsets me for real. So we'll continue to keep plodding along, hoping that we can add more life to this game, that we continue on for another decade of playing this game, because it's so much fun, giving everybody entertainment that it is, and hopefully you all enjoy it. So yeah, I don't blame you almost quitting for your first Meteor War. I mean, Meteor War is a shock to the system, man. especially if you're low power. It is a shock to the system, man. That's a rough one. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are upset about Meteorite, to be honest with you. Again, another thing that I don't feel like people take seriously or listen to. I do love the rewards. I think there's other ways that people need to strategize to play Meteorite. We started that little thing, QB Corner, and I wish we could have gone a couple more weeks with it. The Alliance really liked it. The free-to-play and low spenders were starting to say in our Alliance, man, this is the most rewards we've ever gotten playing Meteorite. Like, we started hearing that. I really think there was something to that. And then we got off the beaten path a little bit. So I don't know. I think there's something to it. But Meteorite, there's no real strategy to it. And by the way, you know what's else is sneaking in the Meteorite? I don't know how many of you know this out there, but I can tell you, deals and handshakes. Oh man, there's so many deals and handshakes in Meteorite. The two strong alliances are getting together and they're saying, hey, we won't attack you. You won't attack us. You guys win the first one and we'll win the second one. Yes, 100 million%. That is what's happening out there. That's what's going on with Meteorite. It's like a mini season 5 when you think about it, right? The handshake deals that are going on, nobody has a shot. So, listen, I like the rewards, and I'm scared when they took away one Winter Storm. I'm in no position to tell them to take away fighting at this point, because I don't want them to take away another time to fight. But I totally understand. I think, again, more people need to be listened to. I think the problem is you're seeing Meteorite has not had any change. Well, they added the 5 teleports, right? They added those 5 every 5 minutes. You get 1 teleport. It's something. I'll give them credit. Like that's a change. But really, when you think about like what changes have come to Meteorite, like if they were really listening to free to play and low spenders, think about this. Just think about this for a second. If they were really listening to the 90, and what do you guys like? Let's just take a step back. What do you guys really think free to play low spenders make up for a percentage that play this game? Really, when I say low spenders, I think people that are spending less than $50 a month to play the game. They spend $50 a month. Maybe they get the pass. Maybe they get a pass here and there. Whatever. $50 or less. What percentage do you think play? Go ahead, put your opinion in the chat. I'm dying to hear your percentages. I shout out all these percentages. I'm a community guy. I want to hear from you guys what you think make up the percentage that play free to play or low spender less than $50 a month. I love to hear you just type it in so we can know what your thinking is. So 90%, you think 90% of total game population. Okay, so let's. And by all means, I want to hear other people, but let's go with that 90% number. Let's say it's 90%. So let's now go forward and think, if they really, you've had Meteorite out there, oh, somebody said 70%. Man with a Plan says 70%. 80%. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, I'm not going to argue with this. I love it. I love to hear this. Let's say on average, you guys are probably averaging out at 80% right there. 70, 90, 90, 80, somewhere like 80-something%. Okay. Let's just say, okay, that's still predominantly, you would agree, even the man with the plan, you would agree, predominantly it's our audience. It's our main core audience is is free to play, low spend. So if they were really listening to you, as long as Meteorite has been going on, do you really think there would be no changes so far? Like, there's been no effing changes to Meteorite. It's the same game. You collect the shit, you burn low spenders to get them to get whatever they got to stock up so you can get more points. That's the game. That is the game. The game is let all the low spenders collect all the meteorites so then you can rob them all. Because you got to get points for your alliance and you got to get points to win, and that's what people do. Now, don't you think if 80-something% of the game had their say some way, somebody was able to listen to them anywhere, they had an outlet where the developers cared and took in their opinion, there would be a change in some way to Meteorite to make it improved in that environment? I don't know what, like, maybe make it smaller so they can survive, maybe give them more more of the teleports, quicker to allow them to move around to avoid these whales from moving. I mean, 5 minutes is a long time. You get stationed in one place for 5 minutes, you're still going to get burned up. Let's be honest. You better stock up on those things because you're still going to get burned up. And free-to-play low spenders don't have the advanced teleports to move around the way that spenders do, period. No matter what you talk about. It's just not going to happen. So, I just think, there would have been different ways to develop and improve the game. And again, I don't pretend to have all the answers. What my answers would be is to listen to that population that plays the game. That's my answer. My answer is that the problem is you're listening to the 20%. You're listening to less than 20%, by the way. I think you're listening to like the 5% of the game. And how can somebody that's a VIP 18 know what it's like for a free-to-play to play Meteorite? How could they possibly fathom what that really is like? You stay stationary, you just burn around and you burn everybody. You're worried about more rewards, this, that, or they'll be happy. The one way that we can find out is just ask them. Just ask people. You have access. The game has access to all you. Think about the survey questions that we get. Think about those survey questions, right? Gear those survey questions towards the majority that plays the game. Do you like Meteorite? Do you find you get burned all the time in Meteorite? Are you really having fun playing Meteorite? Would you like to participate in a separate poll for us or a separate conversation about something? Grab people. I don't care. You can go across and take, by the way, if you want to know, hey, where are they going to get the people that participate in this? Take all the presidents from all the servers. Take all the, take certain alliance leaders or that are heads of different alliances and put them in the conversation with developers. Just take more people that play this game that actually have opinion. You've seen the list. We've shown you the list. We're spotlighting the list of all the improvements that you can do. But it's just like, to me, that's the biggest problem that we have right now is you're just not listening to the right population and improve the game. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't necessarily think that I'm the population. I'm trying to be the speaker for the population. I honestly am. I'm just trying to say on the map that there's a problem here and we need to address it, and it needs to come from the right population to improve the game. Because I know, as I've said, I want to play the game for 10 years. And I know the backbone of this game is that 80%. And I know the more you drive that 80% out of this game because you do stupid shit, the less I'm going to be able to play this game in the future. So to me, the way to fix that is to make sure they have an outlet. Now, hopefully, I can take the opinion of some folks and put it all in one place, but come on. And if you play what do you mean if I play less than 10 years? What is the bet? I don't understand what you mean, compliance. I won't play less than 10 years. I mean, are you telling me the game is going for 10 years? Like, what bet are you talking about? I won't quit. I won't quit. The game has to completely stop. Like, I have to be stuck in servers where they won't let me out, and that's not going to happen. Like, they'll obviously just keep allowing me to move to more populated servers. So if this server dies, then they'll obviously allow me to keep moving to different populated server. I'm not quitting. What do you get? What do you want? What do you want? If I quit, somebody's going to get my account. How about that? It's a VIP 17 account. I'll tell you what, I won't sell it. I'll just give it out if I ever quit. But I'm not quitting. I love the game too much. I wouldn't quit. I wouldn't do this. Why would I do this, Arrow? If I was going to quit, why would I do this? Why would I worry to, like, sit here and try to talk to people and get a community and get the WWC up and running and get Warzone record? Why would we get a website? We actually got a website, brother. WarzoneWreckingCrew.com. Why would we go through the trouble of doing all that if you thought we were going to, like, quit? And all of a sudden we're just going to drop out. I'm not going anywhere. Now, listen, I'm not making any promises that we can necessarily change. We're going to do whatever we can to change, but that's our attitude. That's what we're trying to do. But, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I've been here for 700 and whatever, 89 days, man. Where the hell am I going? Where the hell am I going? I'll be here. I'll be here. You might not be here. You might not be here, Arrow. You might take off. Or maybe you won't be with the WWC. God forbid, we'll lose compliance officer. Imagine we lose our compliance officer at the WWC. Oh my God. I don't know. That would be rough. We have to figure that out. That'd be hell. We'd have everybody, all kinds of shit going on, man. Wouldn't be able to control stuff. I count on it. I count on it. You're doing just fine, man. But anyway, yeah, like, and if you got, hey, listen, Astro, good having you in. If you have suggestions, pop into the Discord, in our Discord. There's a game improvement channel. I take all the things, and we're continuously adding to it, and we'll continue to go and build. Right here, you can come in here, game improvement channel. Pop in right on the left-hand side. There's a channel, and you can just add all your stuff in here and move forward. We'll just continue to try to get all the ideas. Honestly, I'm going to run a new video series that I'm starting that I will be spotlighting all the changes, explaining what the changes are and what they are, breaking them into categories of what we want. And listen, there's going to be nobody that celebrates listen, I'm going to tell right now, because developers aren't worried about me. They're not listening to us out here. I can tell you right now, heaven help them if they make one improvement. Let them make one improvement off this list. Oh my God, can you imagine? If they take one of our ideas, even one of them, oh, it'll be like a dog on a bone. It'll be like a dog on a. We're taking credit for that shit. We're not going to stop talking about it. We're going to keep pushing. I mean, that's just going to drive us even more. I don't know if that's possible, but holy crap. You take one of our improvement ideas, man, and we're going through the roof. And that's what I'm saying. We'll just continue. We're going to have a second list of all the improvement ideas. We'll continue to funnel them in. I plan on having, by the way, if you want to know kind of next stages, I'm going to do the videos, the improvement video series, so we can describe all the videos in the series. Then I plan on breaking them into categories, and I'm going to take polls. So we can start doing polls where everybody can pick which ones they want in order of importance. So we can start putting them in there. And what that's going to allow us to do is actually add to our lists. So once we kind of get like UI interface and different things that we want improved, and we can have a long list of those, we can keep adding to it from a category perspective. So we can actually get some organization around the ideas as well of things people want. And then people have to vote. We have to get votes. And I don't think having votes is going to be a problem. I was up, I put that list on Reddit for a week, and we had like 14,000 views. Why? I mean, 14,000 views. It was like 14,000 views in like a couple days. It wasn't even a week. It was like a couple days. So people were out there on Reddit, like finding all the answers and doing it. And yeah, so listen, we're going to keep plumping along and keep trying and keep doing it. That's all the goal is Goal is to try. And yeah, and if you don't like talking about the improvements, you probably aren't going to like the channel, because I got to tell you, between there's a couple things you might not like. If you don't like battle reports and you don't like improvements in the game, or different improvements that we're talking about, yeah, those are two of the things we're going to be harping on for quite some time. So and we'll find different avenues, and different people are talking about it. And speaking of, get out there. Like I told you, I actually put it on the Last War Discord, the official Last War Discord. I went out and did that today. So if you go out to the official Last War Discord, it's out there. There's 2 places. I put it in the discussion. So by all means, keep it coming. Like, keep advertising for it and keep going out there. It's in, look, it's already buried. Or they delete. Yep, nope, still here. It's still here. It's out here. Now, one person even hearted it. I thought they were going to delete it. So it's still out here. You can go find that. You can keep sharing it, commenting on it. I put it in their, their little server thing here, their co-creation program. It wasn't in there. I don't know where I added it to. Oh, down here. Input, I think, or suggestions. It'll get buried in suggestions. By all means, take this. You're welcome to it. It's right in the report. At least it's a kind of organization of our first, I think, 37 things on this list already. So, hey, by all means, right click on that sumbitch right here, and go ahead and share it. Share it wherever you want. By all means, put it in your alliance, talk about it. The only way we're going to get some of these changes that you actually want is if we start spreading it around. And then we'll keep adding to it. Like, this won't be the final. Like, we'll keep pushing through and get updates and do more in organization. But it's a starter, at least, right? We didn't have any kind of organization to say around. Like, one of the things people say, okay, well, if you can make changes, what do you want then? There it is. There's 37 of them. 37 of them to start, and I think everybody will look at them and be like, yeah, okay, I'll take these. Compare every single one of those. What I would like you to do when we log off with your alliance, with everybody else, what I would like to do is I want you to take this and do 2 things. I want you to compare each one of these updates against the gift coupons and fireworks and congratulation messages. Okay? 3 huge updates that we've had so far, right? Gift coupons, fireworks, and congratulation messages that have come up, that they've touted. I want you to take those 3 and compare them against each and every one of the 37. And you tell me how many of these 37 you would have taken over any of those. And see what you come out with. Because my guess is you're going to come out with like 35. 34. So the point that I'm making is it's a good representation to start that we can copy and paste around places, because it's a good starting representation of things that we can do. And that's all we could do. I said Bun is going to go to the 7-Elevens. I'm going to put it on the church bulletin boards. I'm going to do everything we can. Just get it out there. Talk to people in the game. Talk to Alliance. Go copy and paste it somewhere. Bother everybody. Bother everybody with this stuff, because the only way we're going to be able to make changes is if we get up people's ass. I already told you, they're not listening to that 80%. And for the most part, except for Arrow, most of the WWC is 80%. Like, you guys are a huge chunk of it. I know you are. I see your reports. You send me the battle reports. Talk to me. It's not that we got folks out there that send me stuff that are incredibly strong that are not in the 80%. They're clearly in the 5% that are listening to WWC. I love everybody who does. I mean, Mewtwo's out there, and I can tell you what, he's not in the he's not in that 80%. Arrow, you're in the 5%. That's what I would say, compliance. You're in the top 5%. You're probably actually in the top like 3%, Arrow. So, saying, oh, there's Noodle. Noodle's in the top percent too. That dude's freaking strong too, by the way. Another killer out there, man. And that's the other thing we have. So one thing we do not lack in the WWC that I'm incredibly effing proud of, we do not lack killers. We got killers out there that are killing 100 million. We got 250 million points coming from the 100th power. I love it. It's just like so damn proud of that, man. of what makes up the WWC. It's so awesome. It's so I never even dreamed that this community and everybody would form to be as big as we even are. I mean, it's wild. We're at 1,100 people on Discord in like 6 months, 7 months already. Already over 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's just like, I literally, me and Ramp thought there was going to be like a couple hundred people that we would talk to and share the game with and like conversate. This has been an explosion of proportions we never expected. So this is absolutely incredible. Honored for everybody to be out there and talk to one another and do the Discord or whatever. So anyway, get out there with the list. Get it out there and see what you want. You're the top 5% of spenders in the game is what you are. Your top 5%. Yeah, 99% in all categories. 99% in all categories. By the way, that changes. Now I can look at mine. I used to be 99% Arrow, and now I'm like 98%. Something happened to drop me down to 98. I don't know what the hell happened, but I was 99 for like 4 seasons, and now I'm 98. So I don't know. I don't know how the hell I got to 98, but I'm not a win. Yeah, that's okay. Noodle, I've seen you're incredibly strong. You're out there incredibly strong. Is this server specific or global overall? What? Oh, the percentage? I don't know. It's a great show. Not that they tell you, Arrow. I don't know. It doesn't tell you. It just says here level. I always thought it was across the game. But I don't know. It doesn't. There's nowhere that it tells you what it even is. So I have no clue. Mewtwo. There he is. Speak his name. He's like Candyman. Say his name 3 times and poof, he pops up. Lucky. Don't say his name 3 times on a kill event though, because you're not gonna like what happens. Mewtwo, you should have seen. We had somebody on had a report on yesterday. Some guy shared his report. He's 101st power in 101st power total hero power in his server. 250 million points in kill event. I was like, the first thing I thought, I was like, Mewtwo would appreciate that right there. Incredibly impressive. Yeah, I don't know, Arrow. That's the problem. They don't tell you these things. They're part of the game that doesn't come with an instruction booklet. They never tell you what the hell it means. All I know is it says beat 98% of the players. It just says of the players. I thought this used to say of all players, but I don't know. I could be making that. That could be a complete lie. I could be making that up. It could be like the Mandela effect. I don't know. But I thought it used to say all players, but I don't know for sure. But I can tell you right now, it just says of the players, but it doesn't tell you what players it makes up. Category grouping, if it's in our server grouping, if it's in just our server, if it's in, I don't know. But in any case, let's see. Cameo overall cross point. Yeah, I don't know. Bro is a killer. Hell yeah, I had to work hard. I know you did. Appreciate it. Like you wouldn't believe, man. Love it. I love it. I love the grind. It's just what we have in common. It's cool. There are many people in my alliance that unfortunately don't even hit 7.2 million per bot. Yeah, come on, people. Hear what Noodle's saying? Don't be part of the WWC community doing that. Don't do that. It doesn't matter if you win or lose versus. You have to hit 7.2 million. If you are starting this game, you're in the Alliance tech. You're building that tech up. You have to hit that. You got to go in there, get those extra boxes. So important in Alliance Duel to get those extra boxes down here. The hell is it? Is it this one? Where's the 7? Where's the extra 3 boxes? No, it's one of these. Oh, right here. You got to get this one, the super bonus. This will unlock those 7 through 9 rewards. And then you have to get 7.2 million every single day. You have to figure it out, strategize on how you're going to save, and how you're going to get to 7.2 million. But through your game, as you play and you continue to do this every single day, it's the number one way for you to gain these free resources and power. They're giving you incredible amount of power every single day. They're giving you this, like the Valor points, the supply boxes. We've talked about the master supply boxes, how good those are. Drone component chests and universal shards. You have to win an arms race to get this. You don't. You control it yourself by just getting the 7.2 million to get this stuff. The premium chip material. All this stuff adds up. All these things add up every day. Compile on top of it. Your return on investment is phenomenal with Versus. You need to strategically save and do that. It's so important. It's so important. You cannot end your day with one of these boxes unchecked. Get your rewards, people. Get your rewards. Yes, that is a public service announcement. Only game, literally no official game. It really is. There is no guide. There's no glossary. There's no anything. You're on your own, man. But I don't know. It's fun figuring it out. That's why we're here. That's why we look at battle reports all day. You can't get your Valor. Compliance says buy it. Compliance says you got to go out there and get your Valor. You got to take it. Take your Valor. Must hit 7.2 for your own dignity. Must find doors instantly open. Yeah, exactly. And in the beginning, by the way, I'll tell you, early on, QB struggled. And from day one, by the way, that was my name, QB. It was QB1. And then we had one of these whole name shifts and changes and stuff. And I think I lost QB1. And then I ended up adding the QB18, which I would have done anyway. But I always had the same picture too. So somebody shared a show enough picture with me, and they were from like server 487 or something. And I'm like, no. There's only one original show enough that in this game. I can tell you that. I've been here since server 72. Unless you're in an OG server showing me show enough, don't try it. No. I don't want to see server 500 and 600 with show enough. No. Not gonna happen. But yeah, like you got it. You got to open those boxes, man. Open those boxes. And back in the day, I didn't. Really, like back in the day, I did not know. When I first started playing, my first probably few weeks playing the game, I had no clue about Versus. I didn't know you were supposed to save all your resources. I didn't know how to do it. It took me going to a larger alliance to figure out what people were actually doing. I'm like, oh, you saved that stuff. Oh, you opened these things. Oh, whatever. And ever since a few weeks in the game, I never stopped. Once I figured that out, how to save, and that's how you get there and strategize, and you don't immediately open things for instant gratification in this game. Everything has a purpose to hold on, save, use in a specific period of time. Yeah, I never did. And honestly, that's what allowed me to drop from a gold to a purple from saving. I was so used to saving and into saving, I was able to just do that across 3 months instead. And it's important. Just important to save and use everything in the right period of time. And give back to those, by the way. You're out there and you haven't played in a while. Make sure you're giving back. Or I was just spending everything Oh, absolutely. I can't imagine how many people start this game and just start spending immediately. Like you have everything you get. You're just buying everything up. You don't know what the hell you're doing in these Versus. When you first start playing this game, to this point, it's still right now is trial and error. Imagine when you first start playing the trial and error. Oh my God. Man, it was wild. After 4 months in the game. Yeah, no, I think I was sooner than that, but in all fairness, I got lucky because I got into the right alliance and they taught me. People were willing in the alliance to taught me because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I was honest about it in the chat. I'm like, I came in the chat and I was like, I downloaded this game and I love burning everybody, but I have no clue what I'm doing with the resources. And then somebody would tell me, oh, you saved this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Why would you save that? He goes, oh, I have this many. And I'm like, what? Why would you have that? And then I figured it out. They taught me and figured it out. And I also say, when people grow up in this game, it's all your upbringing in this game on some of the things that you're really good at or you're not good at. Like when you grow up in a really strong alliance and they teach you how to do different things, fight, your wall, your gear, all these things in your alliance on how to use RSS squared to actually travel faster, to fight, and set up your defense, all different things that you learn, how to save, spend, what to upgrade. You're listening to your alliance early on. And if you're in a really small alliance where everybody just kind of stares at each other and nobody knows what the hell you're doing, and like you end up dragging your feet for a long, long time. If you start out early on and you get in a really strong alliance, it's like a fast forward button on game progress. It's not only the gifts and everything else, it's also the knowledge that you get from players that are spending, that know how to save, that know in the right direction, that are doing research, that are talking to other servers, doing different things. You get all of that rather than just the casual gamers. And even if you're a casual and you get in an alliance that's not casual, you're still better off than being in a casual alliance with 100 casuals. Because those 100 casuals, you're on, you run a dig, you can't get 10 people to do your dig. It's just the same story over and over again. So the earlier you get in those stronger alliances, it's really good stuff. Better it is. Performance, yeah, maybe. Hold up, yeah. I miss the days of using things as soon as I got them. I know. Opening RSS boxes. Actually, while I'm reading this, I'm just like, I know. I can totally get it. I'm like, it was so much easier back then. And you loved not knowing. Oh my god, not realizing they were saving the boxes. Good time. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. Not realizing to open the boxes. I forgot all about that. Like you would open up resource boxes, adding it in here, get plundered to death, lose all your stuff, and you're like, what? You mean I don't have to open these boxes? Opening them makes it plunderable? What am I doing? Yeah, 100%. I know what you mean, Noodle. 100%. Yeah, I do. Listen, Astro, I think that's a lot of people. Useless heroes in the beginning. Morale. Yeah. The game needs a way to demote heroes. I want all gunstarter thing. All right, guys. I did not plan on going this far. This is what happens. I like it so much. You guys drag me in. I love this hanging out and doing this stuff. So thank you so much for joining. Listen, as always, you guys could have been anywhere tonight and you joining us, and I truly appreciate that. So I will see you soon. QB18 out.